Automobildesign zum Beispiel ist Styling.
Car design, for example, is styling. Therefore, we always said that car designers are rather hairdressers, people that try to create a look. Design is always beneficial. It must work out a benefit for the one who uses it later. I deliberately do not talk about consumers, but users. Design is the interface between the user on the one hand and the manufacturer. He follows an ideology that he wants to sell a new technology, a new usability that the user should be able to experience. And design tries to form this with new materials, with new technologies, in new applications. Therefore, a designer is actually more than just a hairdresser. And styling means that trends which emerge somehow are being picked up. Fashion is a very good example. The half-life period of fashion is summer-winter collection. For design, this would be awful. Design lasts longer than one season only. It is rather for years. Then it pays back for both the manufacturer as well as the user.
Dann wird sich das nämlich auch rechnen für den Hersteller und auch für den Konsumenten. Also Design versucht eigentlich eine Marke.
Design actually tries to visualize a brand. This visualization impacts, of course, the complete product portfolio and the product recognition by the user on the market.
Für die Produkte im Markt. Also die Wünsche von unseren Auftraggeber kann man so formulieren.
I would put our requirements to clients in this way. The in-house production value chain, the sales channels and technical developments that are sometimes missed out or forgotten in daily business are all unveiled and put on the table.
Zu kurz kommen oder liegen gelassen werden.
My wish always is that there are no prejudices. So if someone says, how about working with materials such and such, there are immediately 3 people at the table saying, now him again with this stupid material idea.
Jetzt kommt wieder mit dieser blöden Materialidee. Also das Wort blöd.
The word stupid just does not exist. Everything is being researched, and for this an open-minded enterprise is needed. However, these open-minded enterprises are harder to find due to increasing economic pressure.
Ökonomische Druck immer größer wird. Als ich vor 30 Jahren Industrial Design gemacht habe.
When I started 30 years ago to do industrial design, small focused ideas were developed by the designer and presented to the company, the development team, and so forth. In the meantime, of course, cross-functional thinking with marketing, with R&D and with design has become a very important basis. That means that teams that collaborate, that exchange ideas, that apply different technologies are the basis. Teamwork is the basis for new products.
Teamarbeit ist die Grundlage für neue Produkte. Ein Team und eine Gruppe oder in dem Fall Yellow Design.
A team, a group of people, or in this case Yellow Design, consists of different specialists. For example, one is hardware-oriented, the other is busy with the virtual world. In the beginning, we always try to bring together different kinds of ideas for evaluation. For this, we have a kind of interface which we call Yellow Lab. In this first phase, success or costs or innovation do not play a role, but we evaluate according to how far can we reach out. And there is this rule we have. It's called the upside-down question, meaning to see things from a different angle, or to express it more simply, change in perspective. Because naturally we all have, and the designer too, our own world in front of us. And we see products always from this perspective. Now you are forced to change perspective. How does it look from the enterprise's or the user's point of view? And all of a sudden, perception changes. And this perception has to be included into product development later. We work with a lot of moods, worlds, color clusterings, also to involve our clients, involve him into this future world to let him smell, feel what it could be like when it comes to market in 2 years' time, because development cycles of 2 years are not really new.
Weil in 2 Jahren oder Entwicklungsstrecken von 2 Jahren ist ja nichts Neues. Also eins der großen Themen, die Design immer in irgendeiner Weise
One of the great topics that has influenced design always and that my colleagues have done all over the world for years, actually, is light. From my work in the university, I know that I always had big stomach aches if one of my students said I'd do a lamp, because theoretically, I can light up everything. I can light a watering can, I can light some paper clouds, etc. But in the broadest sense possible, these are stylings and objects that exist in thousands of variations.
Im weitesten Sinne Styling und Objekt.
On the other hand, I have to consider what light actually is. And if I think about light as a designer, I also have to consider what shadow actually is about. And if I know what a shadow looks like, then probably I'm able to create light.
Was bedeutet denn Schatten? Und wenn ich weiß, wie
Of course, there are many different
kann ich
kinds of light.
wahrscheinlich auch Licht
It does make a difference if I light a hall, an office, or if I place a lamp in my living room. That means the physical condition of the application changes. There is no universal light for
in
everything.
meinem Wohnzimmer eine Leuchte hinstelle. Das heißt,
The specialization of light implies a certain kind of light production.
Es gibt nicht die universelle Leuchte für alles.
We started with the candle, and now we are at LED and at OLED, and most probably laser will appear soon, etc.
Und wir haben ja bei der Kerze angefangen und sind jetzt bei LED. Und
This also means that the source of light is changing, which is a beautiful platform to act upon with design in order to tease out what actually is the ultimate in this light, the very speciality in this light.
Und das ist ja eine wunderschöne Plattform, vom Design her darauf einzuwirken und es rauszukitzeln, was das Ultimative eigentlich an diesem Licht ist und was das Besondere an diesem Licht ist.
Every designer would love to make a classic, but classics cannot be made. They evolve over time. Only after a few years is it decided whether this product becomes a classic or not. Otherwise, it would be rather simple. Everyone would make a classic.
Würde jeder einen Klassiker machen.